Hi there. Okay, so in this video, we are going to walk through an installation of the Ramona Child Theme files. We are using a fresh installation of WordPress, and our site is hosted on SiteGround. Depending on who your host is, your initiation screen might look a little different, but the basic steps are going to remain the same. So the first thing that we are going to do is deactivate any plugins that might have come pre-installed. We do this to avoid any potential conflicts with the installation process. So we're going to head over to Plugins, Installed Plugins. Now, SiteGround comes with a few pre-installed. Go ahead and select up here to select all, do a bulk action, deactivate, and hit apply. The next step is going to be to install Divi. Divi is our parent theme, so we want to install it first. Now we're going to head over to Appearance, Themes, Add New, Upload Theme, and then navigate to where you have Divi saved. I have it saved on my desktop, so I'm just going to click and drag it over here. Make sure you're grabbing the zip file, then click Install Now. And this may take a minute or two. Once you have this success screen, go ahead and click Activate. And there we go. Now, once you have Divi installed, you're going to notice it appear in the sidebar over here. And I'm going to recommend that you go to the Support Center and take a look at your system status report after you've done the installation. This is a tool that Divi offers that does a quick scan of the server statistics and configuration to let you know if there's any potential issues or compatibility problems with Divi. You can click this button here to show the full report. The options you'll see are either green, red, or yellow. Red and yellow are the two that you'll want to pay attention to. Now, each item gives you the recommended setting, and if you hover over to the right, you'll get a little question mark that you can click on that will tell you what each of these settings is for. Now, if you have any red or yellow errors here, you can contact your host, and they will help you with changing those settings. So even though this one is red here, it's actually not going to cause us an issue with the installation process, so I'm going to ignore that for now, but I do advise in your real scenario that you go ahead and get that taken care of. So heading back to Appearance and Themes, we're going to go ahead and install the child theme now. Again, we'll click Add New, Upload Theme, browse to where you have your child theme saved. You're going to select the zip file and Install Now. Once you have the success screen, go ahead and click Activate. And there we go. Okay, so the next step is to begin installing plugins. You'll notice that you have this little notification here indicated with the yellow line. Go ahead and just click on this link that says Begin Installing Plugins. Now this screen shows us all the plugins that come required for the theme. Just click up here to select all, bulk actions, install, and apply. And again, we get a success message here. Now we're going to head over to the plugins area, click Plugins, Installed Plugins. Now you can see by default, everything is installed on the site deactivated. Again, this is to avoid conflicts as we go through the installation process. But the one that we need to go ahead and activate is this one-click demo import. And that is because this is what we're going to use to get all of our files loaded. So just go ahead and click Activate. Now, before we begin the demo import, we're going to check one quick setting. We're going to head over here to Settings, Permalinks. And we're just going to make sure that our permalinks structure is set to post name. For me, it's set by default. If you're getting anything else, go ahead and change that. Scroll down and then click Save Changes. If you don't change that, it will impact how some of your link structures work once the files are uploaded. Okay, so now we're going to begin the import process. We'll head back to Appearance, and you should see this option appearing now called Import Demo Data. Go ahead and click on that, and it's going to take us to this screen. From here, go ahead and click on the blue Import Demo Data button. Then you'll get this screen recommending some additional plugins. These are not necessary for our purposes, so just go ahead and click Continue and Import. You'll get the little working gear icons here showing that it's working on uploading the files. This can take a few minutes, especially depending on who your host is. Some hosts, for example, Bluehost, have more limited server resources, which can impact the ability to load the files all in one go and potentially produce some error messages. If you get any error messages here, specifically either 500 or 502, just click the import button again and keep running the import until you get the green success message. But we've got the success message here, so we're going to go ahead and continue on and start importing our Divi files. So in this sidebar here, we're going to go to Divi Theme Options. And in this purple navigation, you're going to click on this icon called the portability icon, and it's used for importing and exporting files. Click on that, click on the Import tab, then navigate to where your child themes are. And you're going to click into the Demo Files folder, click into the Divi folder, then select the file labeled Divi Theme Options. Go ahead and select that, then click this blue Import Theme Options button. You should get this green check mark here, and then it should do a little refresh, and you'll notice these colors have changed, and that's how we know that everything's loaded. Go ahead and click Save Changes. And now we're going to do the Theme Builder import. So head over to the sidebar, click Divi Theme Builder. And same thing in this purple header here, we're going to click the portability icon and click the Import tab. Now, by default, you'll see that these first two options are checked to override the existing website template and override existing assignments. Because we're installing on a clean WordPress site, these two options are irrelevant to us. However, if you're installing on an existing site that uses Divi and has theme builder templates in place, you might want to uncheck those so you don't override your current templates. At a minimum, I'd recommend that you click this option to download a backup before you import. But again, since we're doing this on a clean installation, this is irrelevant to us. However, we do want to add this check mark next to import presets because that's a tool that we're going to be using. So once you've got that checked, you'll navigate back to your child theme folder and into that Divi folder, and you're going to select the Divi Theme Builder Templates, that JSON file. Go ahead and select that and click the Import button. Again, you'll get a green check mark, a little refresh, then go ahead and click Save Changes. Now, the last thing that we're going to do is to make sure that our home page is that we've imported is displaying correctly on the front end. And to do this, we're going to go over here to Settings, Reading, and it should import like this, but if for any reason it didn't, go ahead and select Static Page. And in this drop-down box here, you're going to see all the pages that we've imported. Just make sure that home is selected, then click Save Changes. So that's it for this video. In the next one, we will be setting up your navigation and the responsive menu plugin. So we'll see you there.